What's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Retail Nightmares. Tonight on Retail Nightmares, we take a look at angry customers versus the employees. These are moments that the customers thought that they were in the right, so they brought out their phone to record the employee, except most of the time it's the customer who is in the wrong. Now, we have a lot of angry customers to get through, so we've got to jump right into it. Okay, so our next customer is at a Walmart. Basically, she's at the return department. She had taken her receipt and thrown it at the employee for a refund, and the manager saw this and came over. The manager went off at this customer and they went back and forth, and then the manager said that she wasn't going to get served. Things got heated quickly between the manager and this customer who threw a receipt at the employee, and then the manager had to call security. The customer was really confused because she claimed she didn't really throw a receipt at the employee, and she wanted to know why the manager was yelling at her. Let's have a look.
Here. I'm sorry, I have a
Call AP.
I have a receipt.
That's fine, and I'm calling AP.
Why?
And I'm calling AP.
Why are you talking to me like that? I said just give me the refund.
You threw it at her.
I didn't throw. How could I throw a box?
Threw it at her.
I threw
You
what?
threw the receipt at her, ma'am.
A receipt, a piece of paper?
You threw it at her.
Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling at me?
Oh, now you want to play the innocent role.
No, I'm asking you why you're yelling at me. I'm the customer.
Whatever.
I'm a customer, Peggy.
Just,
What? Wow, you're a manager?
yeah, wow. And what are you?
I'm a person. I'm a customer. I just want a refund for what I bought the other day.
You threw it at her, and she said no. And you can record
I
it
didn't
after
throw
you-
anything at anyone, honey. You can't throw a shampoo at someone.
Okay, so this lady was at a Dunkin Donuts, and she claims when she got her refund that she didn't get the refund placed in her hand gently. This really upset her and she got triggered at the employee. She started getting really aggressive and abusive with this employee. It wasn't long before things escalated so quickly that she tried to get behind the counter to get to her. The bystanders had to intervene and stop her from getting behind the counter. This was one of the worst confrontations I have ever seen in the retail industry, so let's have a look.
I don't need to do anything.
I was just asking you.
I don't need to do anything. What do I need to do? I don't need to do anything. What are you going to do to me? Exactly. You will serve me. I will believe somebody in here serving me.
She'll serve you.
If you go to now tell me to calm down. Now tell me to be quiet. You better get my money, miss. Somebody better get my money.
Take your money.
Somebody better get my money before I start asking the people over there. Get my money, put it in my hand, the same way I gave it to you. The same way I gave it to you. Don't throw nothing at me. What?
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Give me my money in my hand like I gave it to you. Sorry about your kids and everything, but who do you think you're talking to? I don't want to hear nothing. Give me my money in my hand the same way I give it to her. I crack up on the head. Call the police, anybody you need to call.
So as you can see here, she is extremely loud and she is disturbing literally everybody in the store waiting for their food, but she's also abusing an employee that has done nothing wrong. Once again, she claims that she didn't have her change placed in her hand correctly, and now she wants to get a full refund and compensation. Things are just getting started though. This breakout is so bad that it has to escalate from a loud abusive argument into her trying to get into the back of the store to confront her. As I said before, the bystanders literally have to intervene because there is nobody else putting their foot down and trying to protect the employees here. This customer is completely in the wrong, and I'm surprised that they didn't have security or police enforcement down to detain her. Let's have a look.
You touch me, I'll grab you myself.
Don't move, you. Hello, I'll crack you upside your head.
Come on.
She had no business throwing it down there. If she didn't know my order, she should have got somebody that knows it. That's why they'll be here all their life doing minimum wage fast. I'ma throw you and I'ma throw me in the face. You see what I'm saying? Miss, please. Take this one. I will deal with her. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be miss. Who sent you in the name? Who sent you in?
Okay, so this gentleman was trying to get some food and he requested that the employee wear some gloves. This really set off the employee and she started denying him service. He got really upset about this because he just wanted to ensure that his food was sanitary, but then she shut him down and denied service and stopped speaking to him. The customer wasn't having it though and kept pressing the issue with her until she opens up and says that the reason why she denied service is because she doesn't like fussy people. I think in this scenario the employee is in the wrong, and I think if a customer asks you to handle their food with gloves on, you should respect that. Let's have a look.
I asked you to use gloves.
I'm using gloves here.
Huh? To fix my breakfast. I
I
mentioned
don't want to serve your breakfast right now. Call the security.
I mentioned to you
No.
that
I'm sorry.
that the
I'm
lady
serving you breakfast.
I mentioned to you that the lady knows me, that I'm fussy, and I asked you to use gloves.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't want to use gloves?
I don't use gloves.
Pardon me?
Why you tell me? I'm working for the food for how many years now? Why I cannot use gloves? You gonna tell me how to use gloves?
No, I asked you if you could use gloves when you fix my breakfast.
You like gloves?
Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
Like
that?
you're demanding me too much for you and you're doing for yourself.
I'm demanding you.
Yeah.
How am I demanding you?
You're demanding people.
I just asked you if you could use gloves. What is wrong with that?
I'm not serving your breakfast. I'm sorry.
Why not?
I don't care. I don't like it.
Because I asked you to use gloves?
No, I don't like how that tone you told me.
What tone did I tell you? I asked you politely. I told you politely to use gloves, if you could use gloves.
No,
I
not that one only.
Pardon me?
Not that one
Behaving.
only.
I'm behaving in a civil manner. I asked you politely to use gloves. Are you getting upset? You're saying you don't want to serve me and you want to call security? I mean, just because I asked you to use gloves?
No, not that one. Not the reason like that.
What is the reason?
You're fussy. I don't like people fussy.
Oh, you don't like fussy people, you mean?
No, because
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this customer came into this restaurant and demanded to be seated. The problem was that there wasn't any available seats and the last family had just gotten up, so he needs a minute to clear the table and wipe it down. This was not good enough for this angry customer because he told him to clean it immediately and started getting aggressive with him. I really enjoy clips like this when the employee doesn't get intimidated by an angry customer because he holds his ground and actually kicks him out of the store. The customer is so shocked that this happened to him and cannot handle it. Let's have a look.
And you know what? Clean that table. First of all, clean that table. Well, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You dirty dick. Yeah, I want it. With pleasure. With pleasure. Yeah, with pleasure. With dirty. Don't touch me. Make your job properly, you lazy bastard. Clean the table, please. First of all, clean the table, you lazy.
Okay, so this lady was actually disrespecting the staff and then surprisingly she gets denied service. She wasn't having it though and she refused to believe she got her service denied for this, so she started abusing the staff. The manager had to get involved and then she started insulting him about his looks and questioning him as to why he looks a certain way. She was denied service for her attitude and abusing the staff, but the manager came over and tried to peacefully resolve this. All he asked her to do was put the phone down so that they could talk, but she refused to do this. She just wanted to offend and abuse everybody that worked there and then claims that she was going to take this to corporate. Let's have a look.
I disrespected your employees. Disrespected your employees.
I'm so sorry, but
How did I disrespect your employees? Walk away, yes, like a coward does.
just give her back half. Give her back the cash.
I disrespected your employees.
I'm sorry?
She said that I disrespected her
We're
employees.
trying to fix the problem for you.
How are you going to
I
fix the
see that
problem?
you're recording. You do not have my permission to record inside the store, so I'm just going to let
I'm
you
doing
know
it for
that.
my protection.
There's nobody near you. I don't know what to do.
Why is your eyebrow one really low and one really
I
high?
don't know. No.
Yeah, it seems a little bothersome.
Please stop recording.
No, I'm doing it for my protection.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and contact our security department. Thank you.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to contact our district manager as well as the store manager and security about your the situation.
Oh,
Perhaps
and what did I
one of
do?
them will be able to,
What did I do? Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have enjoyed today's video, please remember to subscribe and turn notifications on.